G'day world, bit of a quiet day in the workshop today. It's been stinking hot. Today's only going to be about 37 Celsius. Yesterday it was 45, which is about 113 Fahrenheit. So you can imagine out here in the workshop, you could add 5 or 10 degrees to that. But anyway, quiet day today. As I said, we're going to clean up some old stuff and make it look new again. Bit of variety today. I'll show you what we got and then we'll get into it. So here's what we're looking at today. We've got a cylinder head off a great big 4-stroke by the look of things here. A little bit dirty, but apart from that, it's in pretty good clean condition. Straight into the wet blaster with that one. We've got a rear shocker here. That's got some sort of coating on it that we'll dry blast that off, and then we'll wet blast it and bring it back to a nice shiny raw aluminium. And some foot pegs here off a race bike. They've originally been anodised gold. I don't know whether you can see that. There we go. And then someone's put a nice coat of bright yellow paint over the top of them, or slime lime or something. Anyway, we'll get straight onto this cylinder head here. As I said, that can go straight into the wet blasting cabinet. Little bit of preparation. All we've got to do is cover these this journal here and here with a bit of tape. Bearings running this one, so the rest of it should be okay. We'll just blast it as it is. So we'll just chuck this bit here in this big machine here. Turn it on and we'll make it clean. Alright, we'll have a look in here. There we go, that's looking alright. We'll just rinse that shit off of that. Quick look. Oh, look at that. That is looking the grouse. Nice and clean in there too. Right, we'll finish rinsing that off, dry it off and put it on the bench, and we'll move on to the next bit. So there's a look at that cylinder head. That's looking drop dead gorgeous. What we're going to do now is get onto this shock absorber. We're going to dry blast that first, as I said before. And before we do that, I've got to replace the nozzle in my sandblasting cabinet. These little buggers, $9 each. So if anyone knows a supplier where I can buy these in bulk for a lot less money, let me know, will you? Anyway, we'll pull that nozzle out of the machine over there. I'll pop it alongside that one just as a comparison and show you what happens to them. So there we go, there's an old one and a new one. That's what happens after a couple of hours of garnet going through it. Anyway, we'll get onto this thing now. So we'll just chuck that in there in the dry blasting cabinet and knock the outer layer of that off. There's the new nozzle. There won't be any footage through the window on this. It's just a bit hard to get decent footage. Anyway, I'll show you that when it's done. And there it is, after it's been dry blasted. Not a very nice finish on that, but it's removed all that coating, and my wet blaster will shine that up in no time now. We'll pop it in there and have a go. Well, I'll tell you what, it is getting hot in here. I've put the shocker in the wet blasting cabinet, but have a look at the poor old blaster, would you? Before I do anything else, I think I'm going to go and buy myself an air conditioning unit for this shed. The poor old vacuum on my sandblasting cabinet is red hot, so I'm killing everything with this temperature, so best we cool it down a bit. Well, here we are back from the shop. We'll open this up and see if it makes a difference. There we go, that's finally running. We've dropped the temperature a few degrees in here. Now we'll get back over here and get into that shock absorber. Oh yeah, baby, that's looking beautiful. And that's those two parts done. We'll have a look now at knocking some of that paint and anodising off these bits. So same again, first step here is into the dry blasting cabinet. Have a look at that. I hope he didn't pay someone to paint those. Not a real good job. Well, there we go. Let's make short work of all that. Pop it over there on the bench and do the other one. And just a quick side by side for you. Forgive all the background noise. I've got fans and air conditioners and everything running now. So there's all those bits there, looking all dull and yucky. We'll chuck them in the wet blasting cabinet now, give them a hydroblast and see if we can make them shine. So there's those foot pegs there, looking very nice. And there's a quick look at a Ballaz, and I did for a 350 Chev Holden Monaro. So there you go, guys, that's another little insight into the type of work we do here at Bendigo Hydroblasting. Say good day in the comments, let me know where you're watching from. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, like and subscribe if you're that way inclined, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you.